After events between Millwall and Everton this weekend, the Real Football Fan Show wants to know, has hooliganism crept back into football?
I hope it wouldn't, get any worse, escalate, because it's been nice not having fences in front of you and police everywhere.
A few years ago, you didn't really used to. It was kind of being beaten out of the game, and slowly but surely, it's just growing.
When you consider the size of the crowds now, and it's one or two individuals that you get in society, hopefully they're being dealt with.
Fans go to football and they behave themselves. I think it's just a small minority of people that cause trouble, and then it escalates from there.
We travel all over the country and you just very rarely see anything. A few raised voices sometimes, if that.
I don't think it's creeping back in. I just think it was a one-off.
To a certain extent, it never really completely went away. I mean, although it's moved away from the grounds as the policing and the stewarding's got better, it's always been there as an undercurrent.
I think, yeah, it's coming back. I've been to a few matches too and seen it.
Mixed opinions there. Sarah, you was on the ground. What were the fans saying?
To be honest, people are saying they're not sure. There's a bit of a mix whether it's coming back or not, but we all saw the images from the weekend's fixture, and they're so distressing to see. You literally see a guy get slashed from his mouth to his eyeball. There's images now going round. You see
You're an Everton fan, and
yeah.
I was just surprised. Why Everton? Why did it involve Everton?
There was some quite, I obviously won't go into what they say, but there was some quite nasty chants as well about Scousers and other people by quite large portions of the fans. So Millwall have got a reputation, and you don't want to tar all fans to the same brush, but it happens again and again and again. But there's just no space for it in football, It's the FA Cup. I love the FA Cup, but it's such a shame that, certain minorities and certain groups are going to try and ruin it. Nobody should go to football and think they're going to come back with half their face cut open, It's disgusting.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, Dan, we should be talking about what was a fantastic performance by Millwall. Giant killing, brilliant, but yet still, again, we're talking about Millwall fans making trouble. And I know you, as a proud Millwall fan, you'd be as upset as anybody about that.
Yeah, I mean, again, it is a very, very small minority. People getting taken weapons to football, I don't condone. It's it's a disgrace.
So this week's big question is, has the FA Cup lost its magic?
I think the FA have taken the magic away from the Cup, because the way they've got it now, it's not like how it used to be back in the day. I remember me as a kid waking up early morning, Cup day, you watch it for the whole day. Now, you don't really get a lot of games, innit? And a lot of the teams are resting their players, they're big players, so I think they maybe need to change the structure of it to make it come back to life.
The FA Cup's brilliant for a club like us. We've won it a few times, lost it a few times. It's great to come to the ground on FA Cup day when you've got low league teams. The atmosphere is amazing. The FA Cup's here to stay. It's a great competition.
A little bit, yeah. I think when you've even got sort of championship sides putting weekend teams out, it sort of demeans it a little bit for me.
Yeah, everyone keeps calling it a Mickey Mouse Cup, but it ain't. FA Cup's the biggest cup, like English competition. You know what I mean? But no, it ain't lost its touch. I don't think it's lost its magic.
You have bragging rights over your friends, and it shows that you've had a productive season.
For me, the FA Cup's magical. It always will be. It's got a prestigious history, so I always love the FA Cup.
It doesn't have the same charm as before, but it's still the FA Cup.
No, magic's still there, and I think clubs should play their best players. That's what we're paying to see.
For me, the magic of the FA Cup will always be there. Manchester United, we have won the FA Cup 12 times, one less than the record holders, Arsenal. So I could never disrespect the FA Cup.
Some great opinions there. Great opinions there, Sarah. What about you? What's your opinion? Has it lost its magic, the FA Cup?
For me, no. Look, it's the only trophy that Everton have won in my lifetime, and I was 3. Went to the cup final in 2009, heartbreak there as well. But for me, the FA Cup really is magic, and it's been so long overdue since Everton have won anything. So we've got Millwall coming up this weekend in the 4th round, and I think we've got to go out it all guns blazing and try and bring some silverware home. But
so you're still loving it?
I love it, mate. I love the FA Cup. It's my favourite competition, to be honest with you. I think the Wembley, everything else, just love it.
OK, well, let me ask this fan, a Brighton fan,
yeah.
Right? Has it lost it for you? Because even teams like Brighton, they'll probably rest a load of players for the game. For you, has it lost its magic?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, some of the bigger clubs that you say will rest their bigger players, and it's less engaging for the fans. But you can't beat a
big club fixture when you're a smaller team. Big day out, the sort of the dream of the FA Cup becoming a reality for smaller teams that wouldn't otherwise get a chance. So yes and no, magic for the smaller clubs, but big clubs, they need to take it a bit more seriously, in my opinion.
With Premier League managers being sacked left, right and centre, who would you like to see leave your club?
Jorginho is by far the worst player in our team at the moment. I'd love him to leave because he's the centre of Sarri ball. It's not working at all.
I would choose a manager because I think he's pants.
Alonso and Jorginho, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
They're just a waste of space.
Alonso, he's always hitting the post when he shoots. Personally, I can't think of anyone. I think they're all in their positions, playing well, clicking well together.
Right now, we're that good. I think we'd struggle to think of anyone, yeah. We'd really struggle,
Absolutely nobody. Mustafi. I just feel with Mustafi, he doesn't think.
Our chairman, we need some more money, so if he's not going to give us the money, then he needs to go and someone needs to come in who's going to give us that cash injection.
Christian Fuchs, because he wants to go.
He's already gone. That was Pure, definitely. He's already gone.
Some strong opinions there. Did you hear that Arsenal fan, Mustafi? Would you agree with that?
I would definitely agree. Like, it's just like consistently he's the weak link at the back, and I think after the North London derby last weekend as well, like he's just got to go. It's just clocking up.
It was offside. I mean, it was a mistake by him, but it was offside, wasn't it?
It's always mistakes, you know.
So you give him the chop.
I'm done. Yeah.
Oh, you're harsh. You're harsh.
Can a manager be blamed if his players won't play for him?
The manager will take the flak of it in front of the media, but a lot of it has got to be down to players, absolutely.
If the manager is capturing most of the dressing room, getting them all playing for him, then clearly it's the players' fault.
I think the players got to take a lot more responsibility than the manager. But unfortunately, a lot of it falls on the manager, and I think that's unfair.
Managers can pick a team, pick a side out. Right, it's the players to go out and perform. It's the ones who wear the shirt at the end of the day.
He's there to motivate. He's not just the man to pick the selection. He's also there to galvanise the team.
Manager tells them what they want to do, but at the end of the day, it's the players' job to do what they've been told. So more focus on the players. It's the players have got to step up.
If you say that a player doesn't play well, I wouldn't blame the manager. However, in the bigger picture, the way a team plays is down to the manager.
Was the Chelsea goalkeeper Kepa wrong when he refused to be substituted in the Carabao Cup final?
Kepa was wrong. He should have come off. You should always listen to your manager.
Every player is wrong to not do what the manager's told him. It was total, but it's what you expect here. They're just here for the money.
He stood there waiting to come on, and he's telling him, wagging his finger, saying no. I just think it's a total lack of disrespect. I think it's really wrong.
You got to respect your manager, do you know what I mean? And if you're saying come off, you just made him look silly, really.
For young kids, even on grassroots, it sends out the wrong messages for poor managers on the sideline.
Interesting opinions there. Did you hear that fan, what he said about kids in grassroots football, when they were watching that and seeing Kepa refusing to come off after his manager said, I want you substituted? I mean, what did you make of it?
I think he probably should have come off. Caballero is a great penalty shot stopper, but as the best keeper in the world, I'm glad he backed himself to save 5 penalties.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Well, he had a go, didn't he?
He let one of those penalties go straight under him.
Caballero probably would have saved more.
But the point is, the manager said, I want you off.
Yeah,
and he refused.
I think it was a misunderstanding as well. He wasn't sure if he was injured.
Misunderstanding?
Hey, he's just moved to
Millions of people around the world are watching it. Oh, so what, you could understand what he was saying?
Yeah, I think that was the case, yeah.
Come on. I mean, what, as a Chelsea fan, what did you... Was it a misunderstanding?
I mean, I don't think it was a misunderstanding.
You don't think?
No, I don't think so. But, I mean, look, to be honest, on that front, the problem has already been sorted. He's been fined 1 week's wages, which is good. I mean, he's been dropped. I mean, hang on. Let me finish. He's been dropped. And to be honest, I mean, it was a good decision. It was a good decision.
Let me ask you a question, right? If you went to work, right, and your boss tells you to do something and you refuse to do it, you refuse.
Yeah, you should get fined.
I'm not doing it. Would he fine you 1 week's wages or would he sack you? Would you be sacked?
I mean, but there's a bit of a difference because I think you have a bit more player power these days. So, I mean, it's a bit more complex on that front.